Hello and warmly welcome to another Soul Sunday. This is episode 43. This space is yours, and we show up for you, and you show up for yourself. As always, whatever we say, check in with your inner knowing what feels true for you. Today, we're going back to basics, both to introduce any newcomers here to the foundation of everything we do and to give those of you who've been with us for a while a new angle and a new depth. Some call it intuition, some call it gut feeling, some call it inspiration from spirit. For me, it's the same thing with different names. Your mind can doubt and your mind can complicate things. Your nervous system can react because of things that happened in the past. But your soul, your gut reaction, your divine spark always knows. So today we're exploring what is the soul, how do you feel it, and why does it matter? And why do we keep repeating this? Many of you have heard this before, and if you have, you can go deeper into this because it never gets old. And honestly, sometimes I have to remind myself when my minds go astray, go somewhere. So we keep returning this for a reason. Our experience from this and many, many lifetimes is that your soul connection is the most important aspect you can discover in yourself. The soul is the foundation of who you are. And almost a year ago, in the very first Soul Sunday episode, it was actually our formal wedding day, October 5, 2025. We explored this question for the first time in this format. And today we're going to return to it as a remembering from a deeper place. Last week, we explored the art of being fully who you are, fully yourself without apologizing, and the profound difference between working for something and fighting against it. The double meaning is to stop fighting against others' opinions and stop fighting against your own doubts and fears. Because projections land most easily where you already doubt yourself, and the work isn't to build thicker walls. It's to get so rooted in your own knowing that projections pass through without somewhere to stick. And the Hill's message, you have boundaries because of self-love, and you let go of them because of love for others. It only takes a second to realize, and it might take a lifetime to learn, and it's okay. And the closing reminder that's worth repeating today, doing what you believe in while afraid is still doing what you believe in. The shaking doesn't mean you're wrong, it means you're right on the edge of your next expansion. You can watch the full episode on my YouTube channel. There's going to be a link for it. So, if last week was about standing in your truth, rooted, unswayed, anchored, the natural question that follows is anchored in what? Exactly what is it? Your soul, the anchor inside of you, the foundation. That's what we're exploring deeper today. And this is something I've been exploring consciously for about 30 years now, and actually my whole life before that, but less conscious. So it's 5 decades now, and many previous lifetimes. The soul connection isn't somewhere else. It's not abstract or theoretical, and you can feel it with practice in your body. I want to share a little slide. I know it's a cute little drawing that I made to make it as simple as possible. There we go. You're in a human body on Earth in this dimension, and the green circle is the Earth, very simplified. Mother Earth is a spirit, and I met her in an astral travel. I know it and I feel it, and I know her very, very well. It's for real. It's an energy in the center of Earth. The star up here, we can call it God, higher spirit, or even maybe you want to connect to your soul star. So in between is you, And there is always like a thread in between the source, God, whatever you want to call it, and the anchor point in this physical dimension, Earth. And inside of you, in a physical space inside of you, in the soft spot just below your rib cage, is your solar plexus. It's very tender. And when you fine tune this place, then you can start to feel and explore your soul connection in your solar plexus. You can hear it on the name. And this is where you get, from my experience, the most neutral answers, the most neutral, not yet humanized answers from the source. When you bring it to your heart, then you humanize it. You make it into a human language. And we will explore this today in different ways so that you can start feeling it if you haven't done it yet. So when you feel like a contraction in your solar plexus, it's either because something wants attention, like your self-worth got a bit of, maybe got a little hurt. Or it could be your soul really, really wants to speak to you. And the thing is here is to let it expand so that it can come through this neutral voice that it's just connected to your essence, your truest, deepest knowing inside of you. And you can actually muscle test with this. So, for instance, if you have a question about anything, make it simple in the beginning. I used this for 30 years and it's rock solid once you have learned to be objective with yourself and not get your mind or your emotions get in the way. I hold two fingers like this, the thumb and the pointing finger, usually on my left hand. You can try both, see what works for you. And then you try to separate those with the other hand. And when there is a weakness, they will open because something isn't aligned. When it's difficult to separate them, then it's usually a yes. And that's usually corresponding to an expansion in your solar plexus. Very easy, very basic. Anyone can learn it. It's a way to bypass your thinking. So let's say a simple choice, not a very difficult one. If you're out walking, just random and just exploring, what is your soul calling you today to walk right or left? You can just muscle test and you can do it in front of your solar plexus. And the more you practice this, you might notice a small expansion, usually a yes for most people, or a contraction, a no. Should I go right? Yes or no? Should I go left? Yes or no? Or you can muscle test with certain foods like white sugar. That doesn't work for me anyway. Or how about another sweetener that is natural, a fruit? Okay, a fruit, yeah. My body, according to my soul, will feel better from a fruit. So make it really, really simple. And then you can expand this and check different things that you cannot predict. Let's say you want to make a choice and your brain just can't figure out what is right for you. Should you go to that event or not? Just check in, and then you can also check with your heart. And the more places that are aligned in you, the better. So that's the basic. And so once you feel that knowing in your solar plexus, your soul connection point, and you bring it to your heart like, oh yes, this resonates with how I am and what I'm feeling. And then you want to communicate to others, perhaps in some way. That's why we say the heart is connected to the soul. But for me, the truth is that the actual connection is lower down. Because the soul is so much bigger than your physical body. But that's where you can feel it most clearly, most reliably, and most neutral without getting your mind or emotions in the way, as I said before. I keep repeating this so that you will really get the message. So your mind is a tool, but it's not and shouldn't be the lone leader of your life. Your heart is wise and empathic, but it can actually take you off course. And why is that? If you're only centered in your heart, very emotional, it could be that other people can manipulate you with with their emotions. So that's why I don't trust my heart to 100% without checking my soul. I don't know if you tried this, but I have certainly tried both being manipulated emotionally and I probably have tried it myself on others. I'm not proud of it, but it is a learning for us to understand both sides because we are so powerful, really. So, from our perspective, your soul is the spark, the essence, and the truest version of you beyond all that you can think with your logic. So, again, when everything in you aligns with that spark of eternal light and wisdom, the part that's always whole, always knowing, and always connected to the source, then there is no separation and everything just is in a deeper way. And you can say, when you say I am, it's not as a person, but as a divine manifestation, because your divine manifestation have an experience in a physical body, learning about all imperfections, limitations, emotions, boundaries, whatever, and then return to that knowing and being one, whole, and eternal. Return to the feeling of what it's like to be one. From my understanding and what I experienced, we do all come from the same intelligence, the same source. And now, in this physical form, we experience separation. You are in a temporary body with a human mind who's trying to figure out it all. And in most people, there is a yearning to remember your essence and origin. And it is a mystery that can't be fully understood. We just have to live it. And your soul remembers deeper than you can ever go with your mind. So, with that said, I would like to give the space to Yvonne, and she has her own beautiful perspective on soul connection.
Yeah, thank you, my love. And warmly, warmly welcome, beautiful ones. We are, as always, so happy to have you here with us today. And as always, I'm especially grateful to create this sacred space together with all of you. And like Elof said, yes, many of you will recognize the theme of today, soul connection. And we have talked about it many times before. And yes, it is and always will be the ground and the foundation of the work Elof and I do here with you. And it is so important to repeat this wisdom and knowledge as often as we can and really, really embody it here on this beautiful planet Earth. And some of you may ask, why is that? Why are we talking about it again and again? And I can just answer with, we strongly, strongly believe that our soul connection, we found here inside, we found our truest self. It is the one of you who remembers your wholeness, your beauty, your calling and purpose, your freedom, your inner wealth, your abundance, your truest worth, your highest potential, your eternal love, and so forth. I could mention much more. It's just everything that makes you the real you. And I'm sure that all of you who are here with us today joined because of a deeper longing inside of you. Or let me ask you now, what brings you here today? You have to understand that there are many different parts of us, of being human and being in this physical body. And your body, your physical self, or what we call solid matter, it represents just 1% of us. And the other 99% is pure energy. It is the universe creating through you. It is that which you are truly are manifesting in this world. And some of you may hear this maybe for the first time, or for some, there is already a conscious understanding and awareness that all is energy. And this understanding and awareness, we want to embody. We want to build this contact and create from this place. And from your highest level of identity, your inner God, your infinite potential, or however you want to call it. We have lots of words for it actually. When we create from this place, we do it from clarity and from relaxation and from the deepest trust in everything. And your mind, your thoughts, and your body and your nervous system, they are a vessel of this divine energy, of the universe intelligence, of your soul, and the infinite power that surrounds all of us. So, in other words, it is the body that is a translating mechanism between the frequency of your highest creative potential and the actually decoding into here and now and into manifesting it into this 3D reality. And there are different frequencies available for us, everyone with its different outcome. So know that your body and everything you see around you are the last places where frequency manifests itself in this world. So the awareness of the frequency you tap into and manifest from is a really important one for creating the life and world every one of us is longing for. What is on the other side of that? What happens when we create from the ego mind, from a place of forcing, holding on to things, a place of control, attachment, and pure logic? We contract our muscles. We tighten our chest. We may grit our teeth. We actually limit ourselves and much, much more. And in this, it is this sympathetic system in action. It is fight or flight, or we can call it also survival mode. And we all know how this shows itself in our well-being or in our mood and in our life. But when you choose to work through life from the place of your highest level identity, your infinite creator and potential, when you are connected with your vision self, your infinite self, with your inner wealth also, and your soul, and you create from that place, you generate and embody from the frequency of your wholeness. And here, a really important one, you are actually detached. And when you become detached, you are and feel free. You are and feel truly empowered. There is nothing to achieve anymore or to hold on to. I mean, can you feel that? Can you see a thread or just a tiny bit of how this would feels like for you? You embody the frequency of who you really are, and therefore, inevitable, in some shape or form, it manifests that which you desire in this life. So you really want to embody each choice and each action from that place. And with time, I would say your nervous system is humming more and more with who you are meant to be. And today, I really want to invite you to practice daily connection with your soul and bring the soul into your body here and now. Connect with that until you feel it in your body, in your nervous system. And then ask this question: how does this version of me want to express herself or himself through me today or right now? You never ask how you can get somewhere. You only ask how this version of me wants to express itself through me. And it can be whatever, like, now I want to rest. I want to create this or that. Now I want to move, to write something, and so forth. Remember that 99% is happening behind the scenes of your human senses. And you want to develop your trust in being held by your version by simply knowing that the universe is reorganizing itself around who you are. That is the foundation for everything we do. Or I would say that is the foundation which lead us back to ourselves and to our essence. And you maybe noticed that I didn't mention so much about the problem in what I shared with you today. I can tell you what happened. When I was sitting with a nice cup of sencha tea, green tea, this morning for my beloved husband, and asked my soul what wants to come through, it mostly shows itself in the beauty itself. My focus becomes this wonderful foundation and soul connection. I see and feel the love in it and what has shifted already. And I don't look that much at what was holding me back or dragged me down. So give yourself a moment of soul connection every day. Allow yourself to create, speak, and love from that place inside of you. My beautiful ones, that was all for me today. My soul speaking to yours. And here I want to hand over to Elof again. And thank you, really thank you for being here and for being you.
Thank you, darling. Beautiful. Great angle. And yes, we can create extraordinary things when we do it from our soul. With a little logic, fine, but primarily from the soul, the inner magician. And perhaps you can feel it if you're sitting at the office, for instance, and you're stuck in a question, and like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Whenever I get to that place, I'm just, okay, quit thinking, rise to soul, make this shift, take a walk or whatever you want to do, and suddenly you probably get the answer in some way or another. And it might not be what the thinking mind would give you. I would love to share what our friends on the Swedish hill, our nonverbal autistic friends, real people transmitting from another dimension, what they brought through. And actually, I can communicate with them because of my soul connection that I worked with for so many years. This is a transmission from March during our Wisdom of Your Soul experience that is now in our community. So you can read them all there. They're beautiful transmissions with a meditation. So here we go. The mind can be tricky, let's face it. It takes a loving daily discipline to stay calm, grounded, and centered, so that you're not swayed by random thoughts that fly through the air, or memories popping up trying to convince you about a past that is not here anymore. To discipline the thinking mind is a self-loving practice. And the more you can relax, the more you can sink down into your heart, into your belly, be body aware, and listen to the subtle signals from your soul that is connected to the eternal truths that you can access at any time. Just breathe and anchor yourself deeply with the sacred energy of Mother Earth, and let the divine energies of heaven, the source, inspire your soul to reawaken the truth about your essence, about your presence here on earth, in this dimension, in this lifetime. Let the mystery unfold bit by bit, day by day, one breath at a time. Walk gently as you go about your day, guided by the whisper of your soul. Thank you for being here, for being you. We love and honor you, your friends in eternity. How was that for you? To discipline the thinking mind is a self-loving practice. It sure is. And that's a reframe that can change a lot. So discipline isn't punishment, it isn't rigidity, it's a daily loving act of coming back to yourself again and again before the random thoughts and old memories convince you of something that isn't true anymore. So that's the whole practice. Return to your soul and the mystery, the life you're living this time. We would like to share the soul meditation again because it is truly the foundation. And this is something we can do every single day. And it's designed to connect you deeply into your body and feel your soul physically in your body. And if you have done it before, it's even more powerful the more you do it, and if we do it together in a group, even more so. And this is something that you can either download free from our website or find on YouTube. So here we go. Welcome to this soul meditation that is designed to connect you deeply with your body, soul and heart, to realize earth and heaven inside of you, to make you more grounded, centered, and in tune with your intuitive voice and unique soul signature frequency. So sit comfortably, feel your feet, take a deep breath in and out. Now put a hand below your navel on your lower belly, the hand that feels right for you. Inside of there is your life force in your second chakra. And this is an energy that you want to take really good care of. You can imagine your life force as an orange ball of energy. And now it's gonna go on a little journey. So let it easily come down into your right leg and let it sink down through the leg, through the knee, through your right calf and down into your right foot, and let it sink through all the layers needed to get to the surface of the earth. And let it sink further down easily and effortlessly through all the thousands of layers of soil, sand, water, rocks, and crystals, until it reaches the center of the earth, where you're greeted by the energy of Mother Earth, Gaia. And she has an amazing love for you. Your body comes from Earth. Everything you can see or touch comes from her. And she's taking care of you 24/7. Now let your ball of energy be recharged with this amazing, unconditional love that she has for you. And when you're ready, just say thank you in your own way. And now let your ball of energy easily and effortlessly come up again through all the thousands of layers of crystals, stones, rocks, water, soil, sand, until it reaches the surface of the earth. And let it come up through all the layers needed until it reaches your left foot. Let your recharged ball of energy come up through your left leg, left knee, your left thigh, hip, and back into your belly just below the navel. And just stay there for a moment. Feel your breath, feel your feet, feel your body. Now put your other hand on your heart. And now you're going to allow the cosmic intelligence, divine energy, come down to you. So you don't have to do anything but allow it. Allow this amazing energy of wisdom and light, an eternal intelligence that believes in you no matter what is going on. And let this light come down to your head, into your neck, shoulders, chest, and into your heart. So now you're deeply grounded and you have a connection to heaven. And here comes the magic. Now you're going to bring both hands together. Let them slide towards each other until they stay on top of each other, on your solar plexus, the soft spot just below your sternum, in between your rib cage. And here you alchemize the energy of earth and the energy of heaven inside of you, lightening up your soul connection point. Now bring both of your hands up to your heart and let that soul energy take human form. You can take out your hands just a little bit, separate them so they're just a few inches outside of your body. And let that amazing energy between heaven and earth that's been alchemized in your soul and centered in your heart spread out to every single cell in your whole body. You can cleanse and balance your aura with your hands if you want. Around your energetic body. And just feel if you can sense something in your hands and in your physical body. Now, grounded, centered. You can either, in your own time, come out of the meditation, or you can stay in this state for as long as you like. Blessings. welcome back. How was that for you? You're welcome to share anything in the chat, or if you want to ask a question, if there's something unusual happening. For me, this is a daily reminder. It's like goes beyond any religion I have ever tried or touched upon. This is realizing God within yourself. Helena, thank you so much for today and your beautiful messages. These sessions are a lovely and gentle reminder of what is important. And as always, there's always some takeaway food for thought. Wonderful. We love that. Wonderful to have you here. Yeah, we're so grateful to share this knowledge. I don't know how many eons, how many thousand and maybe millions of years, like distilled into this light that is kind of hard to describe, and you can access it inside of you. Marvelous, isn't it? I find it very fascinating still after all these years. And if you want to have a community to get even more reminders of your divine self inside of you, we have created Kindred Souls Community. It's an invitation, a space where you can come back to your soul. It doesn't have to be a destination, it's a daily return, one breath at a time, in a safe space with others who are walking this journey of self-discovery from a completely new space inside of themselves. So there's soul guidance, inner wisdom, heart-centered courses, and light codes. I love those very much. It's all in there with the meditations and live transmissions. There's a 7-day free trial, and there's going to be a link for it. Monica, I am so amazed how my body reacts to the words of Yvonne's sharing. Oh, wonderful. You really touches something deep within me every time I hear your voice and the words. Tears are falling and I get so soft, like something deep within me releases. Thank you so much for today. I love that for you. And I agree. Yvonne has some very deep connection that is actually beyond words for me. Greta, thank you so much. This meditation become more powerful when you do it again and again. I totally agree. And when we do it in a group, even for me, it's more powerful, but because we're in the same field, sharing this experience. Wonderful. So great to have you all here. And Sylvia, it's my first time here. Thank you for sharing all of this with us in such a beautiful way. I'm feeling very overwhelmed and emotional, which I wasn't expecting. I think this morning is something I'll be carrying with me throughout the day. You're so welcome. Wonderful to have you here. And you can always come back to this and watch the replays. And of course, you can always download the soul meditation. If you would like to explore one-on-one work with either of us, I'm Elof. I'm a modern shaman and soul guide for heart-centered leadership. I do soul retrieval, energy balancing, and rewiring, clearing limiting beliefs from your subconscious mind in real time while fully awake. And for this magical, sacred feminine healing and soul mentorship, I highly recommend to reach out to Yvonne. You can read more on our landing page, eternalsouls.com. There's a link for it. And these transmissions were brought to you by me, our friends on the Swedish Hill, and my darling co-host Yvonne, who is holding ground for us all. And this space is free, and donations are warmly welcome if you want to help this reach more people. So, wonderful people, lovely to have you here. Thank you for today, and remember, You are a bright, shining star, literally, and a miracle, also literally, and a light of eternal potential right inside of you. You are an eternal soul in a temporary body, and it's beautiful and it's fine. It's about enjoying this body, this lifetime, as much as we can. And your soul right now, in this moment, already knows the way. So walk gently, take care of yourself, let you be guided by your soul's whisper. You are the change. Hope to see you soon, perhaps next week. Many blessings. Thank you.